Hi, I'm Sarah, and I get the pleasure to talk to you today about something that's, well, on everybody's mind right now, and that is your immune system. I was asked to speak about this particular subject because I, at this point, have been diagnosed with 5 autoimmune disorders and am currently dealing with 4 of them. So I kind of have a lot of experience in this particular department. I started my oily journey because I was getting sick all the time. Having so many autoimmune disorders, my body is constantly fighting itself and is very tired, unable to basically fight off anything that comes my way. And after having children and starting to send them to school, well, I just picked up everything they brought home. And they'd be fine within a week, but my illness would usually last 3 to 6 weeks and would require a lot of medications and things of that nature. So I needed to find something else. Well, I was introduced to oils, Young Living oils, by a friend of mine, and what really spoke to me was the autoimmune disorder, immune building essential oils. And so I started with Young Living. And I started putting on Thieves and Purification on my feet every night. And I didn't know until later when I looked back. But when I was getting sick, I was getting sick less and less. Like I would be sick 5 to 7 days instead of a month and a half. And it would start to get less and less and less. But I was still getting sick a lot. So I did a lot of research and I changed how I did things. And I'm going to share with you my regimen at the end. But there's a lot of cool things about Young Living essential oils, about a lot of the oils that we use every single day actually benefit our immune systems. A lot of the blends that I use every day, well, they benefit my immune system. So even if I'm not using my regular regimen, I'm still getting the benefit from utilizing the oils. So just to run through a couple of the oils that that you use every day or can use every day that will actually help boost your immune system. Lemon is a great one, clove as well, and peppermint. Also thyme and lavender and Ravensara, tea tree oil, all the eucalyptus oils, which is amazing because I do love my eucalyptus, cinnamon bark and rosemary, and also myrtle. Valor is an amazing immune boosting oil, which is kind of surprising to me as I was doing research, because it helps your body correct itself and keeps it balanced in its alignment. So that really helps it kind of become stronger and build up your immune system. Raven is also great. It's wonderful when you're having issues with your respiratory system. I love RC as well for the same thing. Those are just great oils to put in your diffuser, to put on your hands and cup over your face, even in a bowl of warm water, and put your face over it with a towel, and it really does bring a lot of benefit. ImmuPro is a chewable. Now, I do use ImmuPro. I have it in my home all the time, but I only use it myself. Now, this is just me. I know a lot of people that take it every night, but I only use it myself when I really need to boost my immune system. When I know I've been infected with something, I'll start taking that and use my chewables at night. It does have a little bit of melatonin in it, which is amazing because when we're sick, we're unable to sleep. So that just kind of gives you that little bit of boost. Even though your body does make enough melatonin already, it just kind of gives you that little bit of kick to help you sleep during those icky times. It is chocked full of immune boosting essential oils, and also our beloved wolfberry, which we find in our Ningxia Red. So that's just amazing. Also, ImmuPower is an amazing essential oil that's wonderful to help boost immune systems. That's something new to me, and that is actually on my Essential Rewards order for January so that I can start utilizing it in between my other oils. And then Inner Defense is a capsule that you take. Typically, some people take it regularly throughout the months when things tend to fly more, but I keep it in the home and I take it when the world is coming down around me. When the neighbors and the family are all falling down with one illness or another and it starts to encroach upon our home, then I start taking it to boost my immune system so it helps me fight off anything that might come my way. But that's just how I handle it. What you find works for you is what you're gonna go with. My go-to oils, my beginning oils, the oils that brought me into Young Living essential oils were Thieves and Purification. I blend those every single night. It's in my Immune Booster blends. That and a little bit of Copaiba to help it get into my system faster. This blend here, I put on my feet or on my neck every single night of my life. And I'll talk to you about how I mix things up in just a second. But this is my go-to every single night on my feet. Like I said, I was noticing that my illnesses were getting shorter, but it was still, I was still getting sick a lot back when I first started using oils. So I was using this, but I wanted something more. So my husband bought me this beloved book for Christmas. The first year I started oils, and I started doing research because the children napped at that time and I had time to read. Anyway, I started doing research and I found out about a beloved oil that I now add to my life every single day, and that's called Exodus 2. There's a great story, a biblical story behind that oil. I'm not going to take that away from you. You can go ahead and do a little research on your own. Exodus 2 is an amazing immune boosting blend. It may not work for you, but it worked for me. I started using it on my feet 2 months after I started adding this with this every single night, my immune blend and Exodus 2. My youngest daughter came home with the stomach flu. Now, I took care of her and bathed her and, you know, everything, and stayed with her. And then the next day, my next daughter became ill with it. So I cared for her too. And then the next day, my husband got it. And I'm cleaning the house and feeding everybody and making sure everybody's okay. And about 2 weeks after everybody went back to work and school, I thought, I didn't get it. I mean, to me, that was just, wow. That was my big moment. That was my moment where I'm like, I think I got this. And I've just been in love and overjoyed and talking to anybody who would listen ever since. This is an amazing blend for me. Now, it's going to be up to you to do some research and to figure out what works for you. Now, my biggest fear is my body getting used to my oils. So I do play with my oils. Sometimes when I refill these, because these last about a month and a half, 2 months each, so I will go in and refill them. And sometimes I'll put 5 drops of each oil, and then the rest carrier oil. Some months I put like, oh, I don't know, 15 drops of each oil. I mix it up. And then this summer, I actually came off of all the oils for a couple weeks so that my body would be kind of cleansed of it and I could shock it again, just because I'm afraid of getting used to it. So it's been working for me. I've been very happy, knock on wood. And this is my go-to thing. I do have the ImmuPro and the Inner Defense around all the time just in case. A couple other things that I cannot live without. The Thieves Spray. I love the Thieves Spray. This is the old bottle because I actually make my own blends. But I buy these too. And they are in every pocket, every room of my home, every purse, everything that where I could just reach and grab. It's an amazing thing to have with you. Spray your hands, spray it in your mouth, whatever you need just to give you that little boost. If you're in a questionable area, that's where I like to have this. I whip this out and go on my merry way, spraying the handrails of things, especially shopping carts. Perfect for that. This is my go-to. It's everywhere and always on me. Another thing I love is the Thieves hand sanitizer. A tiny bit does it. I got the itty bitty bottles and then I bought the big one and I refill them regularly. It is just empowering to know I've got that on the go. Every purse has one at least. So it's just amazing. And I keep one around in my oily kit just in case I need something. If, you know, I just have it. The Thieves Household Cleaner. That changed my life because number one, it allowed my children to clean and I didn't worry about what they were getting on them. Number two, I bring a bottle with me whenever I travel. I walk into the bathroom, the family knows, just give mom her space. Everything in the bathroom gets sprayed, the light switches, even the remote up for the TV. Everything gets sprayed. And then I know we're good to go. At home, if I want a little boost, like if somebody's really not feeling well, I'll put a little vinegar in my Thieves cleaner and keep it in the bathroom. Spray the whole place down after you cleaned it and walk out of the room. I love it. Another oil you do want to have on hand is oregano. You do not want to use it regularly. Only when you're in the thick of it. When you're really feeling cruddy, you want to use oregano on the bottoms of your feet. Dilute it heavily because it's hotter than peppermint. It's a way hot oil. Dilute it heavily on the bottoms of your feet, 3 times a day. Only for 10 days. Stop it at that point. Do not go beyond 10 days of use. They even say that in all of the research. It is extremely powerful. It's going to do its job. You do want to make sure you have a probiotic, or you're drinking your kefir or your ningxia, but also your kombucha. If you make any of those things, make sure you're drinking that regularly to keep those, to keep that good gut flora too, because oregano is quite powerful in what it does. So, you know what? The best thing I can tell you to do is research and play. That's how I found out what works for me, and that's how you're going to find out what works for you. There are so many wonderful essential oils out there, and some of them we use every day in different blends, so we're always getting that boost. And I pray to the Lord that you guys don't have the same thing I have, and your body's not broken like mine, but if you can raise your immune system, if you can fight off these ickies for the next few months and for the years to come, wonderful. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful New Year, and I pray that this helps you out.